Today we're going to do the perpendicular bisector of segment LM. So a couple ways I can write it. I will maybe write the phrase perpendicular bisector. Okay, so in words I have perpendicular bisector, but in shorthand I will write perpendicular bisector. So I have segment LM. All right, so down at the bottom, I'm just going to make a note, okay? I have segment LM. I want to know the length of LM. So I'm going to measure again in centimeters from point to point in the center, and somehow I got 15 centimeters. Luck, good for me, when I drew it ahead of time. So 15 centimeters. Okay, remember this means the segment, this means the length of. Now I'm going to take my compass, and I'm going to take my point, and I'm going to extend it just about halfway over. Okay, so I want to imagine there's a halfway point, and I kind of want to extend it past there. And I'm going to make an arc. I'm going to pick up my pencil. I'm going to make an arc. Right? I'm going to come around without moving. So I was right here. Don't touch the legs. Notice I'm not touching anything. I pick it up, I switch hands, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to make a little cross, and I'm going to make a little cross down here. Now, I ended up not making my arc big enough. So I should be okay if I just come back through and it matched up fine. Try to make them right the first time, so I'm sorry I messed it up. Now, I'm going to take my straight edge and I'm going to connect the crosses, cross and cross. So take your straight edge, okay. This is a line, it's a perpendicular bisector, so I'm going to mark it as such. I'm going to mark it as perpendicular, must be there, that's a 90-degree mark. And because I bisected it, I made two equal pieces. I also, while doing this, created a midpoint, and I'm going to call that point A. So I'm going to just say, hey, that's my midpoint. I know it's a midpoint because I have these two things here, but just so I kind of remember later what it's also called. So some statements I can write from here are the following. I know that segment LA is congruent to segment AM. I know the length of LA should be equal to the length of, to the length of AM. So let me double check this. The length of LA equals, again in centimeters, I'm hoping this works out, about 7.4, looks like maybe, close enough, 7.4 centimeters, and AM is equal to about 7.6. Okay, so here's the question. I measure them and they're not equal. I used a compass. I'm human. I'm going to not do perfect sometimes. I'm not too worried about it. In reality, because I created a perpendicular bisector, both of these should be 7.5 centimeters. If I'm grading your paper and you're slightly off, that's okay, because that's going to happen. But in a computer program, it would have measured out perfectly. Okay? As a human, I'm going to make mistakes. We can also say that segment LA plus segment AM is equal to segment LM. And this is called segment addition postulate. Oops, postulate. There we go. All right. So good luck on doing your perpendicular bisectors.